What's up, YouTube? Man, I keep trying to shoot this video and I keep getting interrupted, but let's try one more time. Hey, this is my 2015 Fiesta ST, and I am doing a 5-year ownership review of this guy. So I've had this car a long time. It's my daily driver, and I just did a lot of content back in the day on it because I was building it, making it the way I wanted it, but haven't really done much in the last couple of years maybe. And had a bunch of people that watch my videos that have demanded Fiesta content. And guys, I just do this for fun. Like, this is fun. It's not trying to build a channel or make money or anything. I hope it's been helpful to people to chart the progress of some of these cars. But anyway, I just got done with this car. Finished, got it to where I felt like was the place it needed to be. And I've had a bunch of other cars I've been building, so those are also on the channel. But anyhow, I thought, I'm right at the 5-year ownership mark of this car, and I thought it would be cool to just share a 5-year ownership review and try to convince you to pick one up. You can get one now for like 10 grand used in decent shape. So yeah, I'll share the thoughts on the Fiesta ST. I'm not going to do any driving on this video because I've pretty much covered everything about this car. I mean, I haven't tracked it, but I've shown acceleration runs on my various tunes and kind of gone over a lot of the mods and installs and stuff. So there's really kind of no point in doing yet another POV drive, but I'm more just going to talk about kind of made some notes here and thought, kind of like after owning this and dailying this car for 5 years, kind of what are my thoughts. So I'll share just really 3 of the great things I think about this car, and 3 reasons why I think it's a great daily driver. Mods. And you can get one of these for about, like I said, $10,000, $12,000 if it's a cream puff. And I've got about $5,000 of modifications in this car, and you can get it to be where mine is. So, which it's about 300 wheel horsepower. I'm on 93 octane gas right now, which is about 280 horsepower and about 315 wheel torque. And that's plenty. I don't know that I'll ever go back to ethanol, but that's another discussion. So 3 things that I would say are great things in my 5-year review of my Fiesta ST daily driver. Why you should buy one. Number 1, reliability. Man, I've had this car. I bought it at 4,000 miles. It's got 38,000 now, so I'm averaging about 6,000 a year. And I spent 0 money on it. Now, like I said, I've put about 5 grand into mods, but in terms of fixing stuff, $0 and 0 cents. Ford has done a great job with this car. And if you've read about poor reliability of Fiestas, that's the automatic transmission is where these get hit. Of course, the ST does not have that. So the car's bulletproof. I've got friends who have these that have 220,000 miles and they're still on the stock clutch, and they've basically done nothing to fix the car. So, other than brakes and tires and oil changes. Guys, I've spent no money on this car. 0 in repairs. So oil changes, still on the stock brakes at 38,000 miles. Still has the stock brand new brakes from 2015, and they still have some life left in them. So reliability, that would be number 1. Reasons you should buy it. Number 2 is this is such a balanced car. And I was thinking for really the last few weeks as I was preparing to shoot this video, kind of getting my thoughts together, and I was like, what makes this such a great car? And it's the reason I bought this car. It's just the most balanced car. If you want a good daily driver car that can kind of do everything, you're not going to haul plywood or in the car, but I'm just talking about a car that can do everything. This really fits. I mean, it checks just about all the boxes. I mean, it's economical. I'm getting 31 miles to the gallon in this car, city driving. That's city kind of highway, but I redline it on occasion, so I'm not exactly always being gentle. And you can find all these mods in my other videos, by the way. The padded armrest, the custom shifter, the owner's number plate, the custom Fiesta visor sticker, the Ford Fiesta rules. But anyway, it's just balanced. I'm getting 31 miles to the gallon driving around town with just a little bit of highway driving, but mostly driving around town. The performance in this car out of the box is 180 wheel horsepower. That's plenty. It's great. 0 to 60 is like 7 seconds. That's really good. The handling is phenomenal. It's what these cars are known for. It's a versatile car. I mean, you got 4 doors, and some people don't like that, but you can hold 5 people in this car if you have to. I haven't. I've had 4 people. You can fold down the seats, and you'll have a lot of room for groceries or whatever. And if you don't fold down the seats, you still can fit a lot of stuff back here. So it's just a very, very versatile car. So it's just just going back to the whole thing of balanced. If you're looking for a car that's balanced, that can kind of do a little bit of everything, you can hold people, kids in the back, or small people, midgets, just fit small things back there. Adults don't fit well, but if you want to have a 4-door car that's reliable, that's economical, that's versatile. And I will say also, yes, this is a compact economy car, but there's actually some features on this car that are pretty good. I mean, it's got some basic things, and maybe you don't think this is impressive, but like just little stuff, like you touch the door and it opens. You don't have to use your fob or your key. Little stuff like side markers, turning signals on the mirror. It has automatic headlights. This car is equipped with the Recaros with the heated seats. Those are nice features that don't come in every economy car, and it's really nice. It's one of my favorite things about the cold, other than my turbo being more aggressive because of the cold air. But I love using my heated seats. It's a great feature. So just again, balanced. Like you've got economy, you've got performance, handling. It's versatile. It's got some pretty decent features. I think it's just such a great balanced car. So number 1 was reliability, number 2 was balance, and 3 just reasons why this is a great car, great daily car. I would just say the modding options, the modification options. Man, the market out there is so great for these cars, and even though they don't produce these in America anymore, you're still companies making new turbos and new handling packages, and there's all these different options to get them tuned. Plug for Adam Brunson of Tune Plus. He's done this car. He's probably made me 50 tunes, and just awesome guy to work with. Does a fantastic job. But the modding community is just out of control. There's just so many things, so many turbo options, so many handling upgrades you can get for this car. And it's just great. It's a car that market, even though this car isn't built anymore for America, you can get so much stuff. And like I said, for about $5,000, you can get the car to where I've got mine. Now you could probably spend $3,000 and do a lot less. I've done a lot of things like fog lights and headlights and rims and exhaust that aren't needed. But for about $5,000, you can get a car that'll have 280 wheel horsepower. It's quick enough. It'll keep up with V8s or pass them. I took a new turbo Mustang that was modded because he had a massive front intercooler just a few weeks ago, and he tried to take me and he couldn't. I kept up. I think actually pulled on him because he was in my rearview mirror. So it'll move. 280 wheel horsepower in a 2,700 pound car is awesome. So just that third component of like what makes this great is just like the mod options. You can reliably get this car to the high 200s horsepower running on pump gas for very little. And by the way, I have come to the firm belief that that's really all this car needs. I know there's a lot of cars doing a lot more power, but for the street, 280 is more than you need. You're still spinning tires in first and second gear, and it's just the torque and horsepower is absolutely adequate for the street with a 93 pump tune with a hybrid turbo. Get around 270, 280, and it's just so much fun. Hey, doesn't it look great? I just cleaned it up. She's looking great. A couple final thoughts. There's got to be some negatives, I guess, and I thought I wrote 3 things down, which they're really not negatives, but I'll mention them. Number 1 is I wish this car had all-wheel drive. Because then it could put all the power down, and I've mentioned that in other videos. But you know what? That's really not even fair to say, because Ford didn't design this car to be a 300 horsepower car. They designed it to be a 200 horsepower car. So to want all-wheel drive on something, that it's like saying that a giraffe should be able to like jump over a river. And just threw that out. Like it just doesn't fit. To want all-wheel drive in this car is great, but let's be realistic. This is not a Focus RS. It's not a Golf R. It's a Fiesta ST, and it was never designed to have all-wheel drive or handle the kind of power that I've put into this car. So that's really not a fair criticism. Another criticism would be the styling. I mean, it's kind of a good-looking car, but it's kind of not. I think mine looks great with the rims and the black. I've got it polished and got some mods on it to make it look good. But if you put this next to a Focus RS or a Golf R, you know, it's kind of the ugly duckling. So, you know, that's kind of a give take. Styling could be better. Nobody that I know likes this car. I mean, the way it looks, that is. Like, it kind of looks like a bug. So, you know, I don't think it's bad, but I would say it's not as stylish, again, as, say, a lot of the other hot hatches out there. But that's not a big deal. And then the only other really negative, and this isn't fair either, none of my 3 negatives are fair, is how small it is. And I only say that because every time I'm driving this car at night or in the dark, there are these SUVs and trucks and vans that get up behind me, and all the new stuff, it shines, man, and it just fills the cabin with bright white light. And it's because the car is so small, and there just aren't many small cars anymore. So when you have a small car, you just kind of get bullied on the road. And fortunately, I can turbo my way out of pretty much any situation. But that is something I noticed, having a small car. Any sedan or hatch is going to be that way, though, so it's not really a fair criticism. It's just something to be aware of if you're thinking about getting one of these as a daily driver, that, you know, that smallness does matter in everyday driving. But it has its advantages, you know, maneuvering in and out of traffic, parking spaces, such as that. So this is my 5-year review of the Fiesta ST. What a great car. I've told many people I'm planning on keeping this forever. I love this car. Still love it every drive. Even though I'm done with it. Done modding it. It's just a great car. Every day. 5 years in now. I bought this last November. I bought this in November 2015. It is now November 2020. And I still love every drive. It's just such a pleasure to drive. So, hope that helps. Leave me comments or questions if you have them. If you want to know about my mods, don't ask on this video because I've tracked everything. I've got like 20-30 videos on this car, so everything's been tracked. Just go look for it, and go get one. Fiesta ST, great car. See ya.